We're investigating the murder of an 18-year-old girl who's found in a crawl space of a house, strangled to death. The family in this house claim they don't even know who this person is. And all of a sudden, they know who it is.
Amy Vandenhoff.
People lie for a reason, and Cindy's been lying.
Kenda suspects it's all to protect the one Harris family member not present, their 19-year-old son.
What's your son's name?
Marvin Evans.
According to Cindy, Marvin is a college freshman, a straight-A student with a big heart and big dreams.
Marvin Evans was the star quarterback at his high school, went to Colorado State University to study sports medicine with the idea of then going to med school.
Very well thought of by everybody that knows him.
What's Marvin's connection to Amy?
He's her ex-boyfriend, but they're done. They broke up months ago. Somebody else did this.
Maybe somebody else did. But we need a starting place, and for right now, Marvin will do nicely.
Where's Marvin at?
That's enough. I don't think I should talk to you anymore without my lawyer.
My girls don't want to talk to you. My husband doesn't want to talk to you.
Get them all out of here in separate police cars.
Yes, sir.
And get a search warrant ASAP.
Yes, sir. Come with me.
Now the focus moves to Amy's household.
Across town, the Vandenhoff family is all at home. Amy's mother, Mary, her sister, Karen, and younger brother, Chris. Kenda confirms that Amy and Marvin were romantically involved.
Tell me about the relationship between Marvin and your sister.
They started off really happy. They seemed really in love.
He seemed to be very charismatic, willing to make her feel like a queen.
But as this relationship progresses, things begin to change.
Hello?
To me, it seemed like the phone would never stop ringing, and it was always Marvin.
What you doing, baby?
I'm at the house hanging out with friends.
I believe that's when Marvin's true self made its appearance.
Marvin accuses Amy of having other boys in her life.
I haven't done any of that.
He accuses her of all these terrible things of which he's done nothing.
Marvin, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you. I'm hanging up. I'm done.
Amy decides this is not going to work.
Amy's sister, Karen, tells Kenda that after the breakup, things went downhill fast.
But it got kind of threatening.
Do you remember any particular incidents?
Yeah, about 2 months ago, Amy had some friends over, and
About what time was it?
it was like 12:30 or 1 in the morning.
Marvin parked his car up the street, took his shoes off to walk up the driveway.
So, Amy?
Oh my God. Marvin's outside. What? Call the police.
What is he doing?
Chris?
When they start showing up at your house at night and looking in your windows, that is creepy.
What are you doing, man? Hey, I know Amy's in there. Who's that guy in there? Get away from my sister. We call the cops. Get out of here.
That is somebody who is obsessed with you.
It's okay. Okay.
Now she's truly afraid of him, and she receives a permanent restraining order. He can't be within 100 feet of her. He can't come near her.
With the police and all involved, we thought a restraining order would take care of it.
But according to Amy's brother, Chris, Marvin wasn't fazed by the restraining order.
I'd still see Marvin driving slow right by our house.
How often was that?
Maybe 40 or 50 times. And he would call, and he would say the most terrible things to my sister.
Even though he thought he loved Amy, he needed to possess her so badly.
Chris says the last time they saw Amy, she was making brownies with Karen. It was around 1 p.m. that day, and the phone rang.
Hello?
She goes in the bathroom and closes the door.
I gotta pop out for a few minutes. What about the brownies?
Amy said, "I'll be back in 10 minutes. Take the brownies out of the oven. I love you," and left.
According to Chris, 10 minutes turned into an hour, then 2. By that evening, everyone was worried. Finally, around 6:30, the phone rang.
Hello, Amy?
It was Marvin's mother, Cindy.
What's wrong?
Cindy called her to tell her her daughter's dead in her house.
I never saw her again.
With the Vandenhoff family's statement in tow, Kenda needs to find his lead suspect, Marvin. The family gives Kenda a start, the number to Samaritan House where he works.
This is Lieutenant Kenda from the Colorado Springs Police Department.
How can I help you?
Do you have a Marvin Evans there?
I said, oh yeah, he came in and reported for work at 3 o'clock. But then he suddenly left. And that's not like him. It's not like him at all.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
I have no idea where he went.
All right. Thank you.
He's not home, and he's not at work. So my focus now becomes that house where Marvin resides. And I get the call. Marvin Evans just walked into police headquarters.
Marvin Evans?
Yes, sir.
I'm Lieutenant Kenda. Have you read him his rights?
Yes, sir.
Marvin seems willing to cooperate. But before Kenda can obtain a statement, Marvin's mother, Cindy, rushes in. She whispers something in her son's ear.
And he says, we think it would be in my interest if I'm represented by an attorney. Fine. This conversation is at an end.
Well, Marvin Evans, you're under arrest for the murder of Amy Vandenhoff. Go ahead and cuff him.
Kenda might not have a statement from Marvin, but his men have unearthed some incriminating evidence from Marvin's room.
There is another tie in his closet that is very similar to the murder weapon, and it is pre-tied. So here we have an exact exemplar of the ligature used to kill our victim. We also find love letters, all sorts of incriminating stuff in these letters about how he's going to get even for this and he's going to do all these terrible things. It's everything I'm going to need.
Armed with this evidence and the statements from Amy's family, Kenda pieces together the events that led to her tragic murder.
Hello?
Hey, don't hang up. It's me.
Marvin?
Yeah.
I think that Marvin called her and maybe offered to relent, maybe offered to get back together.
It was in her nature to want him to get help and not to be on bad terms with him. And, you know, she did care for him.
They're in his room. She's probably sitting on the bed. She hasn't even taken her coat off because she's not staying.
I'm sorry about how I've been acting lately. It's just been a lot. But, you know, I need you.
Marvin, I think you need help.
Hey, that's the thing. You are my help.
No, I'm not.
He couldn't get it into his head that he wasn't going to be able to make this work.
Is it somebody else?
You're acting crazy again.
No, you're acting crazy. I got a slut for a girlfriend.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
He knocked her out.
An emotional killing, high-level emotion, high-level stupidity afterwards.